Hello, and it's a slow news day. You can always tell when they're just playing old shit and repeating old stupid shit. They already caught the guy, GOP crap, all that, so nothing's really happening. So I was wondering what I would talk about, and I thought I would cover that wonderful topic of debating online and how it is certain people debate, why we get sucked into it in the first place, because it's really just a waste of time, you know. It's like running in the Special Olympics. Even when you win, you're still retarded. And if you're offended by that joke, you know, who gives a fuck? All right. So, internet comments. I've been on the internet since the 90s. Uh, actually, over modems and stuff like that. And nowadays, anybody can run their mouth online, be a keyboard warrior, and talk shit. Yeah, there's been some bully incidents, as you can probably heard of. And, you know, people feel empowered and anonymous to say stuff they wouldn't say to your face. I adopted a long time ago, you know, no ad hominem, which is when you attack the person instead of what they say. A no ad hominem policy on my threads, whether it's Facebook or wherever. On occasion, I've had to stoop to people's level, and I give them a couple of chances. And, you know, some people, they come right out the gate. Their first comment is going to be an insult. In my trials and travels, I got to say, I have noticed that right-wingers and conservatives are the greater violators in this aspect. More often than not, when they make a comment, they're going to be condescending and personally attack you. Okay? On occasion, after a few with these people, I've let rip too. And it feels good, but it's lowbrow shit. You know, you should focus on the topic. As tempting as it might be, when they attack you to return, you know, to me, it undermines their credibility. When someone starts attacking me, it lets me know that either I hit a nerve, they don't have anything to say, they're angry, frustrated people, you know, they can't verbally express themselves, you know, who knows, you know, maybe their fat psychopathic wives beat them within an inch of their lives when they get home, you know. So, the other thing I've noticed conservatives do, fuck it, I'm going to rail on conservatives and right-wingers. I'm a liberal, but I'm not a completely liberal thing. I actually have some conservative views. Like, I am pro-gun. I'm not about gun control. You know, and very simply, if you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns. At this point in the United States, between our Second Amendment and the proliferation of guns, yeah, everybody has a right to have a firearm. That'll be covered. Details and nuances of that somewhere else. You know, but for the most part, I'm a liberal person. I believe people should do whatever the hell they want to with their lives and their personal time and behind closed doors, with whom and in what position, whatever the fuck you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt somebody else. You know, and the irony is that the people who claim freedom and religious liberty and all that shit are usually the first ones to tell you what you should be doing and what God wants you to do. And people sometimes ask me, you know, what is your beef with religion? Well, when you have a legislator stand up in Congress and want to rephrase or introduce legislation and claims a mandate from his invisible friend in the sky and preaching morality and affecting your personal liberties because that's what his, you know, supernatural friend in the sky told him, then that's a problem. Okay? They also, even in the most general aspects, will often tell you what you are, who you are, and what you think. In the comments, you'll notice, like I said, everybody does it, but my observation is conservatives are the most guilty of this. Okay? They'll come out, they'll insult you, they'll tell you what you're thinking. You know, this is just an overview video. I'm going to go into these points a little bit more, and we're going to find out how we can best deal with this, I guess, if you really give a shit. Okay? And the other thing is, they'll completely ignore a valid point. They'll never respond to it. I believe that this has to do with the effect that religion has on a person's thought process, what I call exceptional thinking. And it's not exceptional in the positive sense. It's exceptional where you should have values, beliefs, structure, framework for your thinking and your process, but they give exception, waivers, to supernatural, nonsensical thinking, to themselves, to their mistakes, to their transgressions, and that's what I call exceptional thinking, because they provide exceptions for nonsense and misbehavior. So, you know, I will do other videos. We'll go more into this. Give me some comments. I'll respond, and we'll get to the bottom of this, because in the end, I do want to provide something helpful. I'm not just here to fucking rant and run my mouth. Everybody loves to do that, me included. As far as dealing with these conservatives, some people would say, don't bother. What's the point? Religion and politics, right? Well, by that same rationale, then why bother talking to anybody who doesn't agree with you? Because that becomes an echo chamber. And when you're only surrounded with like-minded individuals, you won't grow. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt and try not to throw the baby out with the bathwater, in the sense that in all that chicken feed and all that nonsense they may be talking, they may give me an insight, give me an opinion, give me something to look at. And if I was as close-minded as some people are, and I ignored everybody who doesn't agree with me, then I'm going to miss out on that, and I'm going to miss that opportunity for growth, for learning something new. And I recommend you adopt that policy too. Give them a couple of comments, see what they have to say, see where they're coming from. What else can I say?